Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy, and Fluffy Lily. Fluffy Lily. She says Mommy not paying enough attention. Mommy needs to hold her. But I can't shuffle. Look at it. She's falling asleep. I was rubbing her tum-tum a minute ago. Was I rubbing your tum-tum? Was I rubbing your tum-tum? This dog is so pampered, honestly. I want to come back as my own dog one day. That's what my next life. I'm going to come back as my dog. Can I do that? Would you treat me good? Would you treat me good? I know. Haters are going to hate, right, Lily? Haters are going to hate. It's been a crazy world. So we can have like a little chit chat. I know someone's going to put in the comment, you know, you talk too much. Why don't you just pull cards? You know, I'll pull cards when I'm ready. Right, Lily? We'll pull cards when we're ready. So, yeah. We've been getting a lot of crazy emails and messages. I've kind of learned that it's sort of like, it's like a little Geiger counter for what's going on in the world. When, you know, we have certain crazy people that email us regularly. And when they start coming out of the woodwork again, we know that people are getting set off. So maybe that's why Lily, it's like I sense Mommy needs a hug. Yeah, maybe Mommy needs a hug, huh? Yeah, we need some good energy. You're such a good girl. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe you want to go lay in your bed? Do you want to go lay in your bed? Or do you want to lay here on the table? You can lay on the table. Do you want to lay up here? Do you want to come up here? Do you? Do you want to come up here? Yeah, you're a good girl. Yes, I love you. Do you love me? I love you. You're such a good girl. She is, yeah. See? I don't know who said this was man's best friend, but this is woman's best friend. I'm telling you right here. This is woman's best friend. Yeah, it is. This is woman's best friend. Uh-huh. Yes. So, we're going to do a reading, Taurus, and it's going to be, you know, I could have edited this all out, but you know what? This is how it goes sometimes. You might as well see what I have to do with. This is what I have to do with on a daily basis. You can put it there. You want to go up here? You can go up here. Do you want to lay up here? You've done that before. You can do that. Here, do you want to come up here? It's probably cold and she groans a lot. Okay, lay down. There, you can lay down. Lay down. No, not, well, okay. But they want to see the cards. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Look in the camera. Look, Lily. No. Look, say hi. Yeah. She likes it because she can see out the windows now. So what we're doing, Taurus, I'm going to keep her here. She is my personal therapy dog right now. You're my personal therapy dog for Crazy World. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's going to guard too. She's looking out. She wants to make sure nobody's coming to the house. That's your job, isn't it, Lily? What is this? We're not ready yet. What's the cobra? That was, who had that? Pisces had that. They were, Pisces was naughty. We are doing now and future you. Like now and future you. Do you want to give them your blessing? Oh, she did. Isn't that nice? You got a little lick from Fluffy Dog Lily. And I know there's going to be some comments. What kind of dog is Lily? Lily is a Coton de Tulier, although she doesn't really look like one right now because I'm the one that's been grooming her. But she's still super cute. She's still super cute. And she just turned 4 on May the 24th. So she's a big girl now, aren't you, Lily? Yes. So we're going to do now and future for Taurus to kind of get this energy. Now and future. Now and future for Taurus. Now and future for Taurus. Now and future for Taurus. You can let go. That's a good girl. That's a lot of cards, guys. That's too much. That's too much. That's a lot. Like that. I don't know how much future you want to talk about, but it's too much. I'm going to show you because there's probably someone that has this deck where the cards mean something to you. So I will at least give you that, but I'm not going to read all these cards. Yeah, there's too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. All right. It's supposed to be short and sweet. Maybe we should edit the video. Maybe we should edit. That's a good girl. Yeah. See, look at, nobody's ever had Lily sit in a reading like this. Now and future. Now is Raccoon. Future is the Swan. That's interesting. So your now energy is Raccoon and your future is the Swan. Well, there's a big difference here because the Raccoon is very dark. It's very dark energy and it's kind of hiding in the shadows here, right? So hiding in the shadows, it feels like Hermit. This card to me always kind of feels like the Hermit. So being in a very reflective energy and not being out very much, not putting yourself out there very much because you're kind of going within. Now, the Swan is funny because, okay, so the Raccoon is earth energy. So that's how we're going to identify this difference here. The Raccoon is earth energy. So, you know, that is your energy. It's very stable. It's very grounded. So it kind of seems like in the now, you're trying to ground yourself. And in doing that, you're pulling away from a lot of other things that you might have been involved in the past. Or at least limiting yourself. Like even if you know you still have to work, you're just limiting how much you interact or how much you do. Because right now, you want to focus on yourself and get really grounded here. But in the future, now it's interesting because this is also kind of focusing on self. This is really reflecting on yourself. But now this is water, so this becomes an emotional reflection. So this becomes much more of an emotional journey. Like a journey, you're still journeying within self. I do want to say that. Like you're in the journey of self right now. And in that, that's about being grounded. That's about trying to, you know, if it feels like your world is like crazy or falling apart or changing really quickly, you're almost like you're clinging to the things that are consistent. I'm going to keep those things, what I have control on in life right now. That consistency, I want to sort of hang on to that while it feels like the rest of the world is sort of spinning out of control. I'm getting that with this Raccoon. So, and then after you've done that, you feel a little more secure after doing that you can go out more. Because the Swan is, like the Swan's not hiding in the shadows, the Swan is out on the lake. It's very calm though. So you're still choosing things that feel very calming to you. Things that feel still very stable and predictable. But you're going out there a little bit more and it's almost like having this different perspective after being in the Raccoon or the Hermit mode, where now you're looking at things still reflective. But it's, how does this affect me emotionally? How did that affect me in the past emotionally? Why am I feeling this way? Like there's a lot of emotion here and really looking in on yourself about that. Oh, you're touching the cards. I don't let anybody else touch the cards but Lily. Did you touch the cards, Lily? Yeah, you're giving a blessing? She put her little paw on a Raccoon. So what we want to see now is want to get a tarot card for each one of these oracle cards that you have. You know, I kind of want to say that whatever you're doing right now, you're doing it in a nice kind of step-by-step process. You're making sure that you feel grounded. You don't want to go out there into any situation that maybe feels too unpredictable or too unstable because you're trying to get your stability back, right? And then once you do that, you move into this future energy of, it's almost like making really good choices too. Really good choices. I know now that when I go out or when I engage more often with others, I know what situations to look for that still keep things calm for me, that still allow me to look in like within. Because if let's say you're going out with a group of friends and you used to go out with them before, but they can be very high energy. They can be the kind of people that are very quick and free to express their feelings and emotions and thoughts and beliefs on things that are going on, and it can feel almost overwhelming, and you're kind of not wanting that. I'm feeling as you move into the future, you're really wanting more of calm. You know, nobody's kind of forcing too much on you. I'm really feeling like that, like nobody's forcing too much on you. so that you kind of have control in the energy that you surround yourself in. Yeah, the energy that you surround yourself in. So that you can see yourself more clearly. So that you can take the time to think about, well, how do I feel about these issues? Or how do I feel about whatever's going on? And I say issues, there's so much going on in the world, but this is also like on your personal journey here. How do you feel about things that are going on personally for you? Because if there's things going on personally for you as well, and you go and you're spending some time with people that are, you know, like telling you to do this, telling you to do that, da, 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 that's not giving you time to reflect and kind of connect with yourself on these issues. I kind of like doing readings like this. Having a warm fluffy. Having a warm fluffy here. Yeah? You're so cute. You're so cute. Do you want to go in your bed yet? You're giving me a look. You're so pretty. I always talk her up. I always tell her she's very pretty and that she's super tough. She's the bestest doggy in the world, right, Lily? Now, that's interesting. We needed 2 and we got 2. So I like actually how they came out. So interesting. What we have here with the raccoon is the devil. Ooh, okay. So it kind of makes sense. Like being in this hermit mode, looking at things in the past that haven't been serving you. How have you imprisoned yourself or allowed outside situations to imprison you? Or bad habits to develop because of this, or situations, almost anything in your life. It could be work, it could be how you dealt with people in the past or how you allowed them to deal with you. This could also be taking time away from the world, because the devil card can also be associated with addictions. So if you are dealing with some sort of, I want to say like a chemical addiction, like either drugs or alcohol, even that is just like pulling away so that there's no temptation, whatever that can be. You can have addictions in terms, you know, I've seen people too that like they work out addictively. Like you've pulled back from whatever hasn't been serving you, what's not been serving you here, and you've pulled back and you've allowed yourself to become grounded. Can I put that there, Lily? Thank you. Now look at this. Isn't this really beautiful? The swan and the moon. So the moon is all this Pisces energy, right? When the devil is Capricorn energy. And they're both, because I see the hermit as, I see the raccoon as hermit. So they're both very earthy energies. They're pentacle, associated with pentacle. And both these are water energy, really emotions, intuition. It's kind of like you're cracking into your intuition by allowing yourself to explore your emotions in a more controlled way. In a way that you can recognize what are your emotions and your feelings without outside sources influencing that. It also seems like it's making you more prepared to go into the unknown. You know, as the swan is sitting here and moving towards the moon card, it is directing its energy towards that. And the moon is about, you know, things unknown, things that we don't understand yet or can't see clearly. Do you want to go in your bed? Do you want to go in your bed? Come. She wants to go in her bed now. Come here. You ready? Go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. You did so good, Lily. She did, didn't she? She did so good. She's such a good girl. Aw. Yeah, there she goes now. She's gonna lay down. So yeah, you're actually, it's really nice energy. In the past, it may have also felt like there was some sort of need to really get things going and to move with, you know, this goat's feet are burning here. But then kind of putting those flames out and becoming very stable and very grounded. I just want to pull a tarot card for what sits in between these two energies. Very reflective. It's very, like, really going within and exploring self. And it's the transformation of that we're sort of looking at here. is the energy that sits between the raccoon and the swan? What sits between the raccoon and the swan? The Five of Pentacles and the Father of Wands. Interesting that this is sitting, the way it's come out too, that the Five of Pentacles is sitting here, closer to the raccoon and the devil, and then the Father of Wands is sitting over here, and its energy is directed towards this swan and the moon. So something in the past, like maybe you feel like you've been put out into the cold too with this Five of Pentacles, or some situation has played out where you feel pulled away. You feel pulled away from things. But in doing all of this, it's bringing your confidence back. Confidence that this devil energy is no longer in charge of you. It's almost as if you get some sort of a spark here, like something ignites you and it gets your attention going again. It gets your attention, like it pulls you out of this. It pulls you out of this and it gets your attention again. Or it just kind of ignites you within to want to go out and do things, to want to go out and to explore. But yet you kind of, it's almost as if you're transmuting this earthy energy with this spark of fire and creating water with it. You know, still keeping the fire from becoming too much. And just transitioning from being this very stable, grounded Taurus, but then incorporating these feelings and emotions. And it is moving you towards the unknown here. Let's just move this. I didn't do this for the other signs, but I just want to see where this goes. Because, you know, when a sign is moving into the unknown, it's like, can we find out? Can we ask? Let's find out. Let's find out. Where is this unknown? What comes in after the moon card for Taurus? What comes in after the moon card for Taurus? Oh, wow. Look at that. Which one came out first? I think this one did. Look at all the incorporation of color all of a sudden. It's coming in. Temperance and the World. So once you move into the unknown, there's still, it's again now, this is really interesting because it's continuing to embrace and balance these different energies within you. Right, like we have this fire energy over here, and then we have the water, but then temperance is considered a fire sign, like Sagittarius energy. But, you know, look at the way the water drips from this heron onto the flame. And it keeps it, like it keeps it from igniting far too much, like burning out. So it's almost identifying situations, like you're going to be moving into an energy here in your future where you are maybe going to get very watery. You may feel emotional about things, but you're finding balance in that, and you're seeing yourself very clearly through that exploration of emotion and moving towards the unknown, like being very comfortable in doing that. And then as you do that, it's another process here. And temperance is really like, this is a beautiful energy to be in just before you go into the world. Because the world is opportunity at your doorstep, is a huge new cycle about to begin for you. A really significant new cycle that's about to begin for you. And just leading up to that new cycle beginning is sort of the last stage of balance that you need to achieve here. And it just feels very much like it's about emotions and passions and drive and nurturing. Very, really good energy. Almost like you're coming out of what would typically be your energy, what you're familiar with, and wanting to, or be driven to exploring these new elements energetically. So what's, I was told not to really look at the bottoms this week, but I've been doing it. I'm so naughty. The Father of Cups is at the bottom of that one. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? With the swan. It kind of like the Father and Mother of Cups. You might be sort of mirroring someone here too, with the two swans in the reflection, and then the two trees in the moon. And both are about feelings and emotions. The hyena is at the bottom of the first deck, of the oracle deck that I used. So I can see how that's playing out because it's two sides here. There can be two sides going on, and that's what you're kind of going through. You're about to transition into another element here. And it could also very much getting the feeling that it's going to open up your intuition as well with the moon card, like going into that unknown is going to get you to try to sort of rely on and work on hearing your own intuition and following it. And that's part of the balance too with the Temperance card. So we're going to get a final card for Taurus from the Moonology deck. A final card for Taurus from the Moonology deck. Oh, what flipped? Oh, you got 3. Gosh darn it, I can't believe this card keeps coming out. This is the card that was at the end of the Oakman reading, and it's at least, I think you're like the 3rd sign that's got it now. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Yeah, it really feels like you're definitely in that process right now. And hold your vision, a fixed moon. I want to actually hold them up in this order. I'm kind of feeling it like this from what was kind of described here. So a time for healing, and then your commitment is being tested, and then this one, hold your vision. So you're going through a healing process here. Your commitment is being tested. I don't feel like there's going to be major obstacles or anything like that coming towards you. It's not like not indicated anywhere here in these cards either. Just feeling like it's actually sort of mimicking what we've got down here, where it's going from one form of self-realization and healing to another form or another stage of further self-realization and healing. And then hold your vision. So as you change and transform, yeah, it does feel like things that felt meant for you in the past or things that you wanted to move towards, those opportunities are still there. But they may be coming to you in a different way, right? They may be coming to you in a different way that you thought. The universe always does. It always comes to you in a different way. And what's at the bottom? A new start is coming. A new moon. It's just a, ooh. This is not in any energy. It is just a new moon. This is like a total clean slate. This is really like a new start is coming. This is why you're going through this transformation, because you may feel like a different person at the end of it. And that might be part of what this world energy is right here. You might feel like a different person at the end of it, which will also mean that the things that are coming towards you are very different from things that you've had or experienced in the past. So there you go. There you go, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope you were okay with little Lily. Lily coming in. It's puppy love. She's tired now. It was a lot of work for her, you know. All right. Thank you, Taurus. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.